Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer. So I made a video not that long ago about how I wasn't very popular. I spent a lot of time alone and whatever. Um, so it was in the time alone. I remember one summer spending most of the summer either at work or at home alone, like not with any of my friends, because I went through this phase like with this one group of friends that, like, so sad when I look back on it now. I would call this girl every night because I wanted to hang out with them, and every night, like, she would be like, okay, I'll call you back when I know what we're doing, and then she would never call me back. And then I would eventually call her, and her mom would be like, oh, she's out for the night. Yeah, sad, because this went on for too long. Like, I should have told her where to get off, but I didn't. Anyway, so I spent a lot of time at home, and I would study astrology when I was home alone. I would study the tarot cards and what they meant, and playing cards and the crystals. I was fascinated by crystals. Like, why are we so fascinated by them? What makes us like them so much? Yeah, they're pretty, but there are some, like, I have some crystals. One that's a rutilated quartz. It's like a brown color. It's really not that pretty, but there is something about it that I just love. I love the way it feels. I love holding it. So while I was home alone a lot, during that summer, I remember studying a lot. I remember, I also used to write a lot of song lyrics, because at this point in my life, I was growing up to be a rock star. That's what I was doing. I was growing up to be a rock star. And I was going to marry Tommy Lee. I don't know if I ever mentioned that before, but I was going to marry Tommy Lee. And it's like my friends all knew that. They were like, oh, Danny, she can't be bothered with high school kids. She's going to marry Tommy Lee. And I'm like, that's just how it's going to be. And then, I don't know, Pamela Anderson got in my way. Anyway, I really thought I was going to be a rock star, so I used to write lyrics. I played the guitar, and I spent a lot of nights up late alone in my room just working out different things. I spent a lot of time alone, and when you spend that kind of time alone, sometimes, you learn. I just found tarot cards fascinating. Like, how come this means this? Like, if I pull the two of hearts, the two of hearts, which is equal to the two of clubs if you're using a tarot deck, the two of clubs, the two of cups, that means like a love affair or a couple. The two of swords, which would be like equal to the two of spades, is like a heartbreak. But depending on what cards were around it, it could not be so severe. Like, you could have six of hearts, the nine of hearts, the two of spades, and the 10 of hearts, say. And then it's like, there's obviously an issue there with the two of spades. It could be a small letdown, a setback. But with all the hearts surrounding it, it doesn't have to be that bad. Where if you were to pull something with like the three of spades, the two of spades, then you might have like the 9 or 10 of spades, like a serious issue. So knowing that, knowing that it might not be that bad, you can kind of brace yourself for it. Like, okay, this doesn't have to be the end of the world. There could be, maybe we don't get the concert tickets, or maybe he's got to work that night, or whatever. It doesn't have to be that big of a deal, and you can kind of prepare yourself for it. So I got into studying tarot cards, crystals, and remedies. Things I wanted to know if I had an aspect that was not favorable. Mars is squaring off with Uranus. Something out of the ordinary is going to happen and explode. What could I do to make that not so terrible? Because I don't want anything catastrophic to happen. So I learned that I could protect myself with salt, or I could take a salt bath. I could do bay leaf spells to increase positivity. I could close my eyes and imagine myself surrounded by a white light or a pink light, and strengthen my aura so that other people couldn't come into my space and kind of infringe on what was going on. Because it's very possible to have like a negative person, like somebody who's negative, you spend too much time with them, and then all of a sudden you're down in the dumps and nothing even happened, and you have no reason for feeling down, but all of a sudden you just can't like see like the bright side of the moon. So I learned how to do these things, I think, out of boredom was probably one, survival, and how I could prevent these things from happening. I didn't like that they kept happening, and I kept repeating these same things. I kept giving people chances that they didn't deserve. So that's, you know, I've been studying for a long time, like probably like, I would say probably more so serious from like high school, college, and since then. So, you know, it's been a while. All right, guys. If you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, please like and subscribe and share our videos. And if you have any suggestions, you have any questions, you want to see a video on something, don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks. Bye-bye.